Hello and welcome back, where we're building the town of New Mapleton. Today's story is going to continue with the industrial planning of both Earl Dixon and Jocelyn Noir, each with their own different visions for how to help New Mapleton grow and prosper and become just a wonderful place to live. And after some of the mishaps of the previous work of the board, they're going to focus their energy on something different. Right now, they've got lots of jobs, but nobody to fill them. So now they're starting a new plan, which they call the Parks and Recreation Plan, to help bring more green spaces and beautiful spaces and leisure into the town. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Now, of course, we still have some money problems. So we may have to kind of shuffle along and do what we can until we can take out another loan. And we're going to have to build a new police station over here in order to bring down crime rates, because that's still a big problem in the newer neighborhoods of New Mapleton. So let's take a look around real quick. So this is Jocelyn Noir's endeavor over here. You can see already some abandoned buildings. She's hoping to build a connection to the train station here. Then across the river, we have Maple Grove, which is prospering quite well. Crime rates are okay here. So we do have a police station, we have a high school, but we're in some very serious need of some parks and leisure to help bring the property values up. We've got one playground over in this area, which is quite popular, and then over closer to the industrial side, Earl Dixon built a little Japanese garden. But then way over here in Farmside Meadows, there's still just a lot of crime. But the good news is, looks like people want to move in. We've got 7 more weeks on the loan, so almost time we'll have a bit more money. In the meantime, let's start planning what we can do. So there'll definitely be more growth over here. We'll be able to build commercial zone. What I'd eventually like to do is make a big connection here between this road over to here. Kind of connect the two sides with a nice bypass, and then we can start building and growing out from that bypass without disturbing the flow here too much. And that should prevent traffic from getting too busy along the river, where we don't want it. Another thing we can also do is connect this road into this roundabout. We may actually convert this from a roundabout back to a more normalized intersection. That's something the planning board will have to consider. We're going to add a basketball court in this area, get some good leisure in the area. And then hopefully get Earl Dixon's organic farm just to grow and have lots of jobs. Plenty of electricity. Water's okay. Ooh, our landfill is getting very full, so we may have to build another landfill as well. Let's start by finding a footprint for our police station. And I bet we can build a nice park over here too. Now, I had this area kind of marked off for a park, but I already started building there, but maybe we can plant something here already. Of course, it doesn't center because it's an odd number of tiles. Okay, and we can take our loan now. So we're actually, I know some people are like, oh, don't take the loan, don't do it. But it really does allow us to do some things we can't do otherwise. We just can't afford some of these other costs. And we are bringing in just enough money, but we really need to solve these problems now so we can get the growth. So this is an investment in our future, or so says Jocelyn and Earl. Okay, let's start with this police station. Let's get this crime under control. Go. And we'd already planned this basketball park, so let's start with that. extend that road a little bit, see if we can't squeeze it in there. We'll pretend we're just taking over his property line here. Sorry, man. So now we should start to see some of this crime get sorted out. And hopefully the population start to grow. Now that crime's looks like it's being taken care of now. So, and we can see growth already spiking up. It's good because we're really spending a lot of money. So we need growth. Growth means taxes. So let's give people a place to live now. And one thing I like to do is mix a little commercial area inside the residential. You know, some shopping areas, something, corner stores, things like that. A place for people to pick up things they need without having to drive all the way across town or find the center of town or things like that. It's just a really, really functional way to build things. Let's check on our garbage because I know oh yeah, we better build a new landfill right now. Except we can't afford it because we have no money. But we're growing and we're in the green, so that's good. We should have been paying closer attention to that, but, well, here we are. Let's see if we can do some more zoning, at least. Looks like we're getting our demand under control. Be nice to see a little industrial come back, but we've still got a lot of empty businesses and unfilled jobs. But it looks like our farm is doing a lot better than it was. Oh, no, I take that back. Still some more jobs needed there, but I think that'll come around as we get more population. More people means more jobs. Now let's start looking at other ways we can enhance the beauty of this town. I was really thinking about a place to put that big, beautiful park. It's not very expensive, but I think it does what we need. So this small park here, it's actually pretty decent size. It's not super small, but it is, of course, an even number of squares. So to get it centered, we need to make a special area for it, which I think we can do maybe over in this area, and we can serve both these communities at once, both Industrial Heights and Farmside Meadows. And we're having garbage problems, so we need to sort that out right now. And I think we have just enough money to build another landfill. We're just going to build it in the same area. The people over here aren't going to like that very much. We don't have much of a choice. Let's build a little road. And our residential demand is way up, so let's start building some more places for people to live. And think about where we can put that park. Which we can no longer afford. Oh, we seem to have a very serious death care problem, and that worries me, because we did build a cemetery. Operating normally, yes, we've got people coming. Are we not funding it enough? Is that the problem? That might be the problem. Yeah, there's dead bodies everywhere. What's going on here? Why is everybody dying? Yeah, I think we just need to fund that a little better. So here we go. Oh, and now we're having power problems. So let's solve that just temporarily by increasing our budget a little bit. See if that will help us out until we have enough money to buy some more power. Now, until we can get some better power systems, we're going to have to stick with a whole lot of wind energy in order to stick with our goals. And of course, we've been building in fairly poor locations. I know we need power and people, but let's go ahead and build a park. Let's stick to our plan. Just give nice green spaces. Let's put it over here, because then when we, oh no, because let's upgrade that road first. Because I know if I don't do that, when I do it later, it will destroy our little park. We're gonna go ahead and put a park there now. Earl thinks this is really important. And when we get rid of those landfills, we'll turn that whole area into a big green space right in the middle of town for everybody to enjoy. There we go, lots of happy people. Hopefully more people will move in. And that didn't put a huge dent in our budget. So we should be able to buy a new power source soon enough. But now we've got a healthy growth going on, which means hopefully soon we'll be able to start affording the things that we're planning on building here. And I'd say actually this is, it's been 4 years since we founded this town, and it's grown quite rapidly, even still, all things considered. I think we'll keep building our wind farm till we get about here, and then we're going to have to find, hopefully by then we'll have new options available for power. Otherwise we might just have to go ahead and build a temporary coal plant to allow for growth. That's something we really don't want to do, but sometimes in order to grow and get where you want to be, you have to do things you don't like. Now who wouldn't want to live by that park? So let's go ahead and zone some nice happy industrial or residential over here. Oh, and we have a fire over here. That's something else we're gonna have to look into. I think we need to get that budget back up closer to where it belongs. All right. Now, Earl and Jocelyn are pretty happy with their build now. Things are growing surely but steadily. We've got a nice balance of demand. So, what's next is kind of the question already brewing on their mind. They're thinking, well, we should save up a little money as we grow. And when we hit that next milestone, we'll get a nice grant. At least I presume that's what it is, because it's just free money that comes from somewhere. And then maybe we can build this big highway and really start planning for some big changes and big growth. Although we really do need to start taking care of a few more of our needs. But one thing at a time. I think Jocelyn, though, is already chomping at the bit to build a rail station over here. So maybe it's time for some commercial uses and maybe even a little residential over on this side of the river. So let's go ahead and think that way. Now, Earl, in growing his industrial area, wants us to kind of feel like a new downtown in the future. With some shopping and those kinds of things as they convert the industrial into new forms. Hopefully, after his organic farm continues to grow, it's actually looks like it's doing pretty well over here. In fact, he's got to be pretty happy with that. And then once we hit our next milestone, man, we'll have all kinds of pretty roads to upgrade to. In the meantime, he wants to build a little neighborhood in here, so we'll have probably a new elementary school. He wants kind of, this road, and this road all kind of to join and lead up to that. So maybe the elementary school will be around here. So let's do that. Maybe about here. What we're going to do instead is have this be a nice little walkable community. Have all these people be able to walk up a path and head straight to a little cul-de-sac, which is where the school is going to be located. Again, we like the commercial corner shops. We're going to build some over here. We're going to save these corners, though, for some nice landscaping. This will be a nice path and a park that leads into the school. And we get this little bypass road, which we should probably go ahead and upgrade now. Now we gotta plant some trees, of course, to go with all this. Tree with leaves. Tree with leaves. Watch out for those trees without leaves. Oh, green tree. Redwoods. Man, we really need some better landscaping here. Not a whole lot of choices in the vanilla game, so that might be one of the things we choose to mod first, just to give everything a nicer look. Tree with leaves. That's not very nice. These look nice. Now it looks to me like Earl's organic farming is actually growing quite nicely, so I think it's time to do a little expansion down here. And we'll see if we can't get even more jobs down in this area. Ooh, and suddenly power is an issue, so let's take care of that first. Ooh, definitely an issue. In fact, we're gonna build two. We're gonna get ahead of that a little bit, because I also think we were overproducing in our budget, so let's bring that back down where it belongs. And just like that, we're now a busy town. So we have some new planning policies. We can really upgrade our leisure and tourism with some unique buildings. Free public transport. We got a lot of new roads. Heavy traffic bans, and now we can build some tropical garden. That sounds nice. Some bigger healthcare options, police headquarters. I think that's what we're going to focus on, though. Because when we grow, bigger city becomes bigger problems. Ooh, our policies are costing us quite a lot. Let's take another look at those policies. Maybe that's where we can save some money. I think that I called that Station Shores before, but the name didn't stick, so we're going to go back. Now we still don't really have much of an option. Oh, we can build a bus depot. That's very expensive. Ooh. I don't think we can build anything else yet. No, we can't. I don't know that we need a bus depot yet, although I'd like to be thinking ahead because we want to have less driving. A bus depot maybe up here somewhere in the future. That'd be the place to build it. But we're not going to build that right now because that's going to eat up our whole budget. And we have other things we need to build, like hospitals. We only have one little healthcare center, so we probably will want to consider building something over in this area in the future. Maybe across from the park or in this area. This might be a good place for one. We do have huge gaps in our fire coverage, so I think we should resolve that first because that'll be a big problem we don't want to have later on. Education. Ooh. We are way under capacity. Let's check our budget. Yeah, let's bring this up. 101%. Because 100% isn't enough in the modern education system. Well, we've got some money, let's spend it. Could also build a public library, get our education up. It does also provide some entertainment. So maybe that's the way to look. I really think we need to start building up this road. How are we doing on traffic? We're going to look at the traffic and see if it's worth building this large road. We're going to say it's going to cost about $14,000 to build that road all the way around. So let's build it in sections, build it little by little. Starting here. Actually, this might be a good place for the library, now that I look at it. That's exactly what we're going to do. Maybe off the road a little bit. We can give it kind of a little plaza behind to fill in this space in here. And we're running out of water. Okay, looks like we need to upgrade our water systems. I think from the tax perspective, we're already, we've got 100% in, so it's time to either build a water tower, or we do still have this river, so I say we just add ourselves another pump. Now, we've been building all this stuff, but we've been neglecting to name the roads, so we're gonna have to name some of these things. We're gonna extend New Street all the way around here. This used to be Earl Dixon. We're going to rename it such in order to honor him. It's got the Japanese garden on it that he donated, so it makes sense that this is his road. And now Station Avenue needs to be stretched all the way down where it belongs. Oops. We're going to call it Watson Drive here because, well, it's elementary. Now, I imagine this is the point where traffic management starts to become a real issue in the city. So we can see where people are going, and that might tell us a bit more about where we should have priority roads, priority junctions. So that's a really busy street. So we really do want to create this bypass, I think. I think it's time to start doing that. Because otherwise we're going to start having massive traffic problems in here. And we're already starting to see the effects of that. Especially right in here. So let's make the investment. Avenue. That doesn't sound very nice. Bypass Avenue. Make it a priority road. We don't want anybody stopping getting off. We want them stopping getting on. Oh dear. We're filling up our landfill again, though. Alright, so let's get ahead of that before we have any real problems with it. Now this is getting to turn into a really dirty area right next to our lovely little park. So I think we're going to have to come up with an alternative location. Unfortunately, I think that location is not going to be somewhere we like. I think we need some more leisure first, though. Ooh, we can afford just about everything. Large playground? Yeah. I wish they had parks that were shaped a little differently. That would make it a lot easier to place some of these things. I think Earl's really thinking about a big green space. He wants a big green space with lots of botanics, stuff around, so that's something I think he's going to plan to build either over here maybe, or down further along the river. Yeah, maybe over here, actually. This seems like a nice little woodsy area. Let's put in a playground near the elementary school. I think that's what we really need. Put it right next to the elementary school. Nice safe place for the kids to play. And we can give them Bouncy Castle too, just for fun. How much does that cost? Quite a lot. And I think we need something down here too. And we're having garbage problems. Let's check our budget. Maybe we just don't have enough trucks. Just increase the budget a little bit. can see some land values actually starting to grow here. That's nice. I'm going to take a look around. Earl really loves this town, and he wants to preserve the look in some places, but, well, let's just see what it does look like. Oh, look, a noodle place. Oops. I gotta learn how to fly. Yeah, that's a little gross. Uh-oh. That doesn't look like a farming use. Something went wrong with our policies, I think. Oh, no, I just... You got outside the zone. So let's finish off this neighborhood here. I need that incinerator. Alright, well, I need some commercial use, so let's... We're gonna have garbage problems. Well, let's take care of this first. I think we don't have any choice. We need to build... Yeah, we definitely do. We need to build another landfill temporarily. Let's... Oh, I don't want to build anywhere near our farm. Alright, well, I think people want to start living down here in Station Shores, but we need to build a real community to allow that to happen. So we need to include police, fire, and of course education. Now education, where do we stand? We have elementary schools, plenty of that. High schools, plenty of that. So we're okay for now, but we definitely want to be thinking ahead. We have lots of money. Well, I don't know about lots, but we have enough. So we can either start thinking about that community, or we can start thinking about building over here across from Farmside Meadows and Riverside Farms. The Riverside Farms, we probably have a little more space. We can grow our farming industry a bit. Let's do that real quick. I think what I'm going to do is do a little experimentation over here. Work on making some different layouts and plans, and I'm actually going to surprise you with what happens here.